You look at what's going on in the world with health and look at this country also with regard to health. I like the fact that he's different.
Will the president trust the monthly jobs report coming out later this hour? It's the first one since the much weaker than expected July update that included massive revisions down in hiring for May and July, prompting the president to fire the head of the Bureau of Labor Statistics. America's listening to Fox News.
Here's a tale of Becky. Didn't know what to do with new meds prescribed and no real cost clue.
She squinted at prices, that can't be right. Then tapped GoodRx and saw the light.
She could get a deal. Book telehealth if she feels.
Learn about those meds without any stress. That one little app does all the rest. Even my horse downloaded it. Dang, save time and money on prescriptions.
Check GoodRx. GoodRx is not insurance.
Let's go!
You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Let's go!
Well, President Trump is keeping close watch on New York City, saying he doesn't want a communist mayor elected.
I would like to see two people drop out.
That's current Mayor Eric Adams and Republican Curtis Sliwa. They and former Governor Andrew Cuomo, they're all challenging socialist Zoran Mamdani, who won the Democratic primary. A legal victory for the Trump administration. An appeals court overrules a judge's order to wind down operations at the Alligator Alcatraz detention facility in Florida.
When Governor Ron DeSantis and Homeland Security agreed to house illegal aliens at a makeshift facility at the Dade Collier Training and Transition Airport site, it had been a couple of years since the governor declared an emergency over illegal migration in the state. But a number of environmental agencies sued, saying the government didn't submit a proper environmental impact statement in accordance with NEPA, the National Environmental Policy Act. A lower court judge said they had to dismantle the facility. But the appellate court said the Supreme Court's already interpreted NEPA's function as purely procedural, and that such an environmental impact statement is only one input that goes into determining whether or not to build a facility. So Alligator Alcatraz can carry on for now, pending further litigation. Jessica Rosenthal, Fox News.
The NFL is back with a dramatic season opener.
Despite a delay due to weather and Pro Bowl defensive tackle Jalen Carter getting ejected 6 seconds into the matchup for spitting on Cowboys quarterback Dak Prescott, the defending champion Eagles are 1-0. Philadelphia defeated the Cowboys 24-20, getting 2 rushing touchdowns from quarterback Jalen Hurts.
Second and goal. Hurts again the tie. Now Chase. Now taken off to the pylon. Got there. Jalen Hurts for the second time tonight.
Sound courtesy of NBC. The Cowboys had the ball with a chance to take the lead late in the fourth quarter, but Dak Prescott and CeeDee Lamb were unable to connect on a 4th and 3 near midfield. Joe Morgan, Fox News.
There's also Friday Night Football, Kansas City versus the LA Chargers. I'm Dave Anthony. This is Fox News.
News 710 KURV, broadcasting from the Valley's all-American truck headquarters studio at PayneAutomall.com.
That's the polite way to say it, Freddie. Unable to connect, right? Unable to connect. No, CD dropped the ball. That's what it was. Welcome to the Valley's Morning News, Friday edition. It's September 5th, 2025. I'm Sergio Sanchez, along with show producer Fred Cruz and AccuWeather meteorologist Jason Catarina on standby. Hey, what about that tropical system on the other side of Mexico in the Pacific? Are we going to get any moisture from that? Find out in about 3 minutes. Let's see what Jason Catarina has to say. A fugitive who escaped from federal custody more than 25 years ago, captured in McAllen, was at Rio Grande Regional Hospital on Wednesday when he was discovered. 75-year-old Primitivo Doria, reportedly part of a work detail at Fort Bliss when he escaped from custody back in 1997, was serving a 12-and-a-half-year drug sentence at the time of his escape. The Texas Department of Public Safety has been given new instructions on basic requirements for 18-wheeler drivers.
Governor Abbott is directing the DPS to strictly enforce the English language proficiency requirements for truck drivers. He says there should be a zero-tolerance policy for enforcing federal safety regulations across the board. President Trump issued a similar executive order in June, Governor says since then, the DPS and other agencies in Texas have taken enforcement action against 445 commercial vehicle drivers for English proficiency violations. This all follows a crash in Florida where the 18-wheeler driver had been issued a license even though he had failed an English proficiency test.
U.S. Attorney General Pam Bondi announcing the arrest and prosecution in several cases of human trafficking.
Because the majority involved unaccompanied children in human smuggling, we wanted to highlight those and why we're expanding our task force.
The 4 cases from Florida, Vermont, and Texas involve illegal aliens being smuggled across the Mexican and Canadian borders, as well as an operation smuggling Cubans into Florida. Pam Bondi saying that one case being prosecuted here in Texas involves a crash in Mexico, which resulted in the death of more than 50 would-be migrants. Flanked by several U.S. attorneys, Pam Bondi said that the Anti-Smuggling Joint Task Force, Alpha, was largely responsible for all this work. A massive law enforcement operation has resulted in a number of people connected to a deadly human smuggling crash to be extradited to the U.S.
T-Mobile will provide free Wi-Fi on all.
50 people were killed when a tractor-trailer carrying 160 people overturned in Mexico. Now, 4 remaining conspirators of the 6 that were indicted by a Texas grand jury are being extradited to Texas. U.S. Attorney Nicholas Ganji is with the Southern District of Texas.
I am grateful to our Guatemalan partners for their assistance in delivering these defendants to us so that these accused smugglers can learn a little bit about what Texas justice looks like.
This is a part of Joint Task Force Alpha. It's an operation aimed at fighting transnational criminal organizations involved in human smuggling.
And screen time with your electronic device might result in changes to your skin. There's a dermatologist study out of Cleveland Clinic saying that blue light could potentially lead to fine lines and some dark spots. Time is 7:09. It's AccuWeather the time. AccuWeather meteorologist Jason Caterina join us. I want to say thank you first to Dougie and all the gang over at Martin Farm and Ranch. You got any questions about feed and livestock? Ask the pro. That would be my buddy Dougie at Martin Farm and Ranch, certified dealer for Purina liquid feed. Martin Farm and Ranch. Let's go to the Pacific side of Mexico. Well, Lorena was the promise of rain for Texas. Is that still going to happen, buddy? Is that rain going to cross Mexico and come this way, or what's the plan now? Check the volume, Freddie. Check the settings. Everything looking good? No? You know what? If we can't connect with him online, we really should try the phone line, because I need to hear from him on the... Well, check with him. Check with him. See if he can connect on the phone. We really need to talk about this Pacific storm for Mexico. Meantime, the AccuWeather forecast for today. Let me fill for about a few seconds here. So 103 today, 101 tomorrow. Sunday, showers in the forecast on Sunday. So highs will be only in the 90s with the potential for some rain and some cloud cover. Monday, more thunderstorms. Oh, look at that. So Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, AccuWeather calling for temperatures to likely stay mid-upper 90s. I got a couple of showers in the forecast for those days. And let's see here. Yeah, that's it for the AccuWeather forecast. No go on this one or what? Oh, you're having to go. All right, Freddie. Let me get the national stuff out of the way. All the chitter chatter. That's good morning to Libby Signs over at the National Food Bank. It's National Food Bank Day. So at the Rio Grande Valley Food Bank, Libby and her crew, National Food Bank Day for today. And no pepperoni, no meat, not even pineapple on it. It's National Cheese Pizza Day. And we love him. Davis Rankin, our own Davis Rankin. It's his day today. It's National Be Late to Something Day, which appropriately, since we can't connect with AccuWeather at the moment, we're celebrating that with the AccuWeather forecast right now. No connection. Let's I'll tell you what, if he connects here in a second or two, let's go back to him. Let me get some of these headlines out of the way. Time is 7:12 on the Valley's Morning News. President Trump hosting more than 20 high-profile tech CEOs Thursday at a dinner at the White House.
The guest list included Meta founder Mark Zuckerberg, Apple CEO Tim Cook, Microsoft founder Bill Gates, and OpenAI founder Sam Altman. They took turns praising the president as they push for limited regulation on artificial intelligence. Zuckerberg said that all of the tech leaders were making big investments in the U.S. to build data centers and infrastructure. Not in attendance was the world's richest man and former Trump advisor Elon Musk, who had a public falling out with Trump this year. Musk said he had been invited but couldn't make it. I'm Mark Mayfield.
The governor of Illinois is threatening to take legal action against President Trump if he sends the National Guard to Chicago.
If National Guard troops are deployed in Chicago, Illinois' Democratic Governor J.B. Pritzker says he will immediately turn to the courts. Pritzker expects federal immigration agents to assemble in the Chicago area today and begin enforcement actions this weekend. Washington, D.C. is suing President Trump over the deployment of the Guard troops, arguing the commander-in-chief cannot deploy the military for domestic law enforcement purposes. I'm Rory O'Neill.
The Trump administration is dropping a Biden-era plan that called for airlines to compensate you for flight delays. The Department of Transportation sought public comment on a plan to require airlines to pay passengers up to $300 cash for a 3-hour delay and up to $700 for longer delays. So yesterday, the Department of Transportation said that it was dropping the plan consistent with Department and administration policies. Frontier Airlines announcing a new deal that offers nearly 2 years of what they say is, quote, unlimited travel for $299. What? The Denver-based discount carrier, Frontier, calls this a 2026-27 Go Wild All-You-Can-Fly annual pass. They say it's unlimited travel, but it has blackout dates. So it's not completely unlimited. Blackout dates, yes, they would be during the major holidays. And an Italian teenager will become the first millennial saint this Sunday before Carlo Euquidis died back in 2006. He died of leukemia at age 15. He learned how to code and develop all sorts of websites to spread his Christian faith. The time was 7:14. This is the Valley's Morning News on Newstalk 710 KURV Friday edition. Join us online. Radio Para Mi is the free app. Dare we dive into the next one, Freddie? What do you say? We're good? All right. So we got the Rio Grande Valley Water Advocate. Yeah, it's been a while since I spoke with Sonny. Sonny Hinojosa, status report on Mexico repaying its water debt. Not much in the tropics to speak of headed this way, at least from the Gulf, to replenish the watershed. And we're almost done with tropical season. We got about 5 weeks left in tropical season for the RGV and the Western Gulf. That conversation next on the Valley's Morning News.
Eggland's Best, the only eggs with more fresh and delicious taste, plus superior nutrition. Eggland's Best. Better taste, better nutrition, better eggs.
It's hurricane season. The time to prepare is now. Stay ahead of the storm with Tropical Coverage 2025 on News Talk 710 KURV, your trusted source for real-time updates. With resources from AccuWeather and the National Weather Service, we'll bring you the information you need to be ready and be prepared. Tropical Coverage 2025 is powered by Mike's Plumbing, Electrical, and AC, McAfee Agency, Insurance, Lee's Pharmacy, and Vega Roofing.
You know Martin Farm and Ranch is the Valley's premier Purina feed dealer.
We're so much more than a feed store. Come on in.
Stay Tough Superior Fence Products.
Yeah, we got it.
Electric fencing, parts and supplies.
Yep, we got that too. Show feed and supplements. We got them. Deer feeders and blinds. We got them.
Live animals and pet supplies.
Got a hungry dog? We can help you. Martin Farm and Ranch Supply. So much more than a feed store. Just look for the horse.
Brian Kilmeade here, inviting you to tune in weekday mornings starting at 9 for the Sergio Show with Sergio Sanchez on News Talk 710 KURV and KURV.com.
This is the Valley's Morning News. This is News Talk 710 KURV, home to the Aggies, Texas A&M fighting Aggie football. We got the Aggies against the Aggies from Utah State. Pregame 10:30 tomorrow morning on News Talk 710 KURV. Big thank you to our many, many supporters, including Amigo Power Equipment. Good morning to Jeff and JP at Amigo Power Equipment. Sunny Hinojosa, our guest. You can also join us at 710 KURV, X Live, YouTube Live, Facebook Live. Producer Freddie will catapult us 7 o'clock hour towards there. Sunny Hinojosa joining us, our Rio Grande Valley water advocate. He's also with the longer term planning group, Region M. And let's get a status report on Mexico repayment of that water debt. Is there anything on the calendar, on the schedule? Have they paid what they promised, or what's the status of that, Sonny?
Oh, good morning, Sergio. And yes, late April, there was a meeting with Mexico and our State Department, and Mexico came out with presented a plan that they felt they could achieve on deliveries of water and also transfers of water that's already in storage. So yes, they've come through with their commitment, and as of yesterday's report, Mexico has met about 91% of the minimum volume that they said that they could deliver. So they're on track, to deliver what they said they could, but still doesn't address the entire deficit. The cycle, this current 5-year cycle, will end, October 25th, and Mexico is on track, I said, to probably carry this deficit into a debt into the next cycle, unless something catastrophic happens. This next 30 days, we will have a debt that will be repaid the next 5-year cycle.
Mexico got a lot of water, Sonny. Mexico got a lot of water back in June, and I know those dams, they're still holding. Well, I don't know what's the status on that. There was no follow-up. We should have demanded that water be released to us as soon as they got it back in June.
Yeah, and it's surprising that Mexico is actually making transfers and delivering water. They normally don't do anything until the end of a cycle after it terminates. So this is kind of unprecedented that Mexico has agreed to deliver some water even before a cycle ends. But it is positive. We've gained quite a bit of water in the meantime. I say quite a bit. We're still at 25%, 25.8, but that's a lot better than we had been. But Mexico, you're right. Mexico has accumulated, 1.2 million acre feet in those 6 tributaries. They were down to about 760,000 acre feet a year ago. So they've come up quite a bit. And it could be that Mexico might release some of that, the next cycle, or hopefully early in the next cycle. But as far as irrigation is concerned, we're about 240,000 acre feet better than we were this time last year. We're in the fall season, vegetable season. So those that had a little bit of water can continue to irrigate and plant their crops. But still, like I said, 25% is not a whole lot of water.
At the watershed at the moment combined.
That's the U.S. capacity, yes, sir.
Hey, compared to this time last year, Sunny Hinojosa, our RGV water advocate, joining us, former irrigation, one of the directors for one of our irrigation districts down here. At this time last year, where were we at the watershed? Do you recall, Sonny? Do you have that top of mind? We're at 25%, you say, right now.
Yeah.
So back in September last year, where were we?
Yeah, last year we were at 18.7%.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, 630,000 acre feet, and now we're at 25.8.
Scary time.
Yeah, we're 240,000 acre feet better off this year than we were same time last year.
Yeah, would have benefited had we received something from the Gulf, to replenish. But with 2 weeks left, we're a week away from peak, más o menos, from the peak of the season, and we're roughly about 5 weeks away from the end of tropical season, providing us anything in the Western Gulf, our area, the lake. Let me mention this. I'm sorry, Sonny. I just want a quick recap of the AccuWeather mention, since we had trouble connecting in the first hour. So Jason Catarina says that we're trapped between some moisture from Lorena, that tropical system in the Pacific, right? That's supposed to lob water across Mexico this way over Texas. We're trapped between that, some moisture in the Gulf. So he says there's a chance of rain In deep South Texas and areas west of us, 1 to 3 inches of rain between Sunday, Monday, Tuesday of next week. So that's that. I'm sorry to interrupt you, Sonny. You were going to
No,
say.
that's fine.
Yeah.
That's great. Yeah, storms from the Atlantic or the Gulf of Mexico, that keeps us from having to request water to be released from our reservoirs. The storm like Lorena, that would actually feed the tributaries that feed the Rio Grande. So that's positive because we can store that water. So
Yeah.
that's very beneficial.
Well, yeah, it benefits Mexico. And again, I go back. I think I maybe we need to call the Congresswoman again, Monica de la Cruz, because man, she was a pit bull getting the president's attention on how Mexico had been screwing us for the longest time and keeping all this water, not delivering to the Rio. Mexico has it, may have more to deliver very soon. So we need follow up on this because I think most of this water debt could be erased immediately if whatever they have now is released now, or take the plate and just kind of shove those numbers over to us. It could be done because with the rain they got in June and the rain that might be getting here in the fall, because for us, I don't know, man. The numbers don't look good for the Gulf, from the Gulf to replenish the watershed anytime soon. Sonny Hinojosa, our Rio Grande Valley water advocate. Tell me real quick, us city folks, as far as planting season, harvest season, where are we right now in the fields here in South Texas?
We are in the vegetable season right now. Vegetables came in as early as first week of August. So we're in full swing of that season. Like I said, for those that had water, we're in our third year of shortage, so not a whole lot being planted. But, Mexico's making monthly transfers of water and deliveries. We still have a commitment from Mexico to utilize some Rio San Juan water. So all those little things that are positive in nature, but we're still going to end the cycle in a huge deficit. Yes, sir.
If we remain dry between now and the spring, if we do not get the tropical rain, because what happened last year, we were at 18% in September.
Yes.
Last year, we were at that, sounding all these alarms, bells, and whistles, but then we got replenished bit by bit, and we've been holding steady. We're up to 25% right now. If we remain dry, we will start the next planting season still well below the numbers that we prefer to be at next irrigation season.
Absolutely.
Next
yes,
spring.
sir.
We would need to be where again? What, 45%?
We need to be around 40% to be comfortable. We have 500,000 acre feet available for irrigation right now, and we normally use 1 million acre feet. So we have half of what we need.
The losses that some of the growers incurred, to some degree, that was made up by a carve-out in Washington for local growers. That's one and done. We'd have to go back to D.C. again and ask for more assistance near future.
That compensation was for the years of 23 and 24. So if we remain short on water, possibly some more legislation to get that grant funding again for the next year.
You being with this Region M water planning group, is there anything to report, anything you'd be sending to lawmakers in Austin to consider? Remediation, maybe some lining for the canals, things like that?
Yeah, that's always in the plan. The problem, Sergio, is that the state of Texas doesn't offer a whole lot of grant opportunities. And irrigation districts, our income is derived from water deliveries. So when we don't have water to deliver, we can't repay a loan. So we rely a lot on grants. And the state of Texas just doesn't offer a whole lot of grant money. So we rely on federal government for that.
What else are you working on at Region M right now?
We're getting ready to wrap up our 5-year cycle. Every 5 years, we submit a plan to the state. And next month in October, we'll terminate our 5 years and submit our regional plan, because we update that plan every 5 years. It's a rolling 5-year cycle, kind of like our water treaty. Yeah. So we'll be submitting that to the state, to the Texas Water Development Board.
A couple of items, recommendations, 2, 3 top of mind that seem to be gelling right now from Region M and recommendations?
No, it's the same. And right now, the the focus is on the municipal needs, and Texas has made quite a bit of money available for new water, which doesn't help irrigation because our real groundwater is not new. So the new water being either desal or groundwater desal, brackish water desal, things of that sort. That's what money is available for. That really doesn't help irrigation.
Is that on the city side and also economic development side? Because when I talk with some of these folks that are in recruitment of industry, they're saying, yeah, energy, staffing, yeah, water. We need water for some of the industry we're lowering. So that's what these lawmakers are focusing on, right?
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
So well water, right? Bring it up, clean it up, or if it's or tap into it somehow, even if they don't need to clean it up. That's the plan.
Correct.
Okay, for the cities. Yeah. Thank you, Sonny, for all your work. Appreciate the updates on a regular basis. Be well, brother.
Yes,
Sonny
sir.
Hinojosa is our Rio Grande Valley water advocate, also with the water planning group called Region M. This is the Valley's Morning News on News Talk 710 KURV. Check of some of the headlines. The service of Jay Gonzalez Injury Attorneys ready to fight for you. Call 1-800-CAR-CRASH. The Texas legislature wrapping up a second special session, and THC products will survive again.
No new restrictions on hemp-derived THC products. Senate Bill 6 would have banned nearly all consumable hemp items, but it never made it to the House floor. Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick insists only a full ban can keep Texans safe, saying regulation is not enough to control thousands of retailers. Governor Abbott has pushed instead for age limits, potency caps, and enforcement tools. Hemp business leaders say a ban would crush an industry that employs thousands and serves millions of consumers.
Reporter Christian Yates. Here's Stephen Pickering with Southwest Airlines signing a new deal for their Wi-Fi service.
T-Mobile will provide free Wi-Fi on all Southwest Airlines flights starting next month, but only for members of the Southwest Airlines Rapid Rewards loyalty program. Southwest says that will make it the largest domestic airline to implement free Wi-Fi on every flight this year. All Southwest Rapids Rewards customers will be able to access the free Wi-Fi for the duration of their flight, regardless of their wireless provider. American Airlines has a similar deal with AT&T to offer free Wi-Fi to members of the Advantage program starting in January.
And consuming some artificial sweeteners might be linked to cognitive decline.
A study out of University of Sao Paulo's medical school in Brazil found that people who consumed about a teaspoon a day, the equivalent to a diet soda, showed a more than 60% faster decline in their ability to remember words when compared to people who consumed lower levels. Researchers can't say that artificial sweeteners definitely cause a decline, only that they are associated with it. I'm Michael Kastner.
And I know that, especially in this audience, this professional audience on KURV, you guys like LinkedIn, don't you? Got your LinkedIn account. OpenAI is developing a competitor to LinkedIn. OpenAI developing a hiring platform that will connect businesses with employees, vice versa. Will be a direct rival to LinkedIn. The OpenAI product it will be called, appropriately, OpenAI Jobs Platform. This is the Valley's Morning News on News Talk 710 KURV. Oh, when does it start? Mid-2026, sometime next year, mid-next year. How about them Cowboys? Actually, it was a very good game, close game. Somebody dry off CeeDee Lamb's hands or check his hands. Maybe he's got, I don't know, maybe like a greasy pizza or something. He may have too much grease on his hands or oil on his hands. Right? Couldn't keep the ball in his hands last night. Otherwise, we'd be talking about a Cowboy victory, I think, this morning. Sports next on 710 KURV, your station in South Texas for Houston Texan football.
Hi there. My name is Tony Bolstead. My wife and I, Carol, own Sand Monsters. We'd like you to come on out and have fun. We've got a half-mile-long track out here. It runs across about 3.5 acres. Have adult cars and kid cars getting laps in, learning how to drive on the sand. And we also lease space to Redline Helicopters is one of our tenants here, and they've got a pad and they do helicopter tours. Lone Star National Bank and the team there really helped us get this thing put together, answered all our questions. Huge help.
I am Stephanie Harrison.
I am the second generation owner of Sisters Interiors on South Padre Island. We had always dreamed of owning our own land and owning our own building, using our design team to create what you see here today. That's how we got involved with Lone Star National Bank. We partnered with them and they helped us, create the dream.
At Rivetta's Machinery in Donna, they're bringing the best deals on Coyote equipment to your job site, your farm, or your backyard. Right now, take advantage of 0% interest or up to $6,000 cash back on Coyote track loaders and skid steers. These are machines built for maximum performance no matter the task. But don't stop there. They're also offering fantastic savings on Coyote tractors, zero-turn mowers, and utility vehicles. And whether you're hauling something, mowing, tackling other big jobs, Coyote has the equipment to help you get it done. If you're looking for great deals and great service from a team that treats you like family, look no further than Rivetta's Machinery and Coyote. Start your next project right. Visit Rivetta's Machinery in Donna or browse their deals when it suits you at mynewtractor.com. That's their website, mynewtractor.com. Rivetta's for the long haul. See dealer for full details.
Attention IT technicians, a great opportunity awaits you at Radio United in McAllen, Texas. We are looking for a full-time information technology technician. Are you 21 or older? Do you speak both Spanish and English? Are you authorized to work in the USA? This job is for you. You must be available to work weekends and nights. A good driving record and computer knowledge are required. Send your resume today to humanresources@radiounited.com. Don't miss this opportunity. Radio United is an equal opportunity employer.
Tune in Saturday as your fighting Texas Aggies host the Utah State Aggies. Kickoff at 11:45. Powered by DHR Health Orthopedic Institute, Amigo Power Equipment, Chamberlain Roofing and Waterproofing, and News Talk 710 KURV.
The 710 KURV Sports Desk is brought to you by Dr. T's Primary Care for Men and Women.
The Dallas Cowboys kept it close but fell just short 24-20 in the NFL season's opening game last night against the Philadelphia Eagles. A 53-yard drive motored by a 32-yard pass to CeeDee Lamb led the Cowboys to this touchdown to strike first.
Side the one, lifting motion right to left, handoff, Javonte Williams, bang at left guard, and the Cowboys score the first touchdown of the season.
The energy would continue into the second quarter where both teams would score points on each of their possessions. The Cowboys would get a touchdown with 2 field goals while the Eagles reached the end zone twice, which made it a 1-point game at the half. The game would become quieter in the second half, which got extended by an hour-long lightning delay. Then late in the fourth, down by 4 with 2 minutes remaining, Dallas drove down to their own 45, but would get stopped there on a 4th down, sealing the 24-20 win for Philly. The Houston Astros were unable to claim the series against the New York Yankees after last night's 8-4 loss at home. Next up, the Astros head up I-45 to take on the Texas Rangers in a pivotal series for the AL West standings, with the Rangers only being 5 games behind Houston. With your Texas in the Morning Sports Report, I'm Jet Nelson.
In a wild opening night to the new NFL season, the Eagles held off the Cowboys 24-20. Seconds into the game, Eagles defensive lineman Jalen Carter was ejected for spitting on Dallas QB Dak Prescott. Eagles visit the Chiefs next Sunday, who take on the Chargers tonight in Brazil. At the U.S. Open, the women's final is set. Top seed Aryna Sabalenka took out Jessica Pegula in 3 sets to advance to her 3rd straight U.S. Open final, while Amanda Anisimova beat Naomi Osaka in 3 sets to advance. Sabalenka will defend her tournament title against Anisimova on Saturday. That's sports. I'm Ronza Moss.
AccuWeather says hot Chihuahuas. 103 today. And over 100 tomorrow as well, 102. And then Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, we're hoping we see a better chance of rain by Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. So that means with the extra cloud cover, temperatures should stay in the mid-upper 90s. The Border Bridge wait times is posted on KURV.com. It's a 30-minute wait at San Luis, 45 at Hidalgo, 35 at Far. And if you're driving back to Brownsville, my goodness, it's been real busy at Gateway. 2-hour wait at Gateway. Last we saw 1 hour at B&N. And last number we saw at Veterans was 10 to 15 minutes. You might want to use Veterans this morning. Thank you much for joining us on the Friday edition of the Valley's Morning News. Business news, check of your money up next on 710 KURV.
Are you looking to hire? ZipRecruiter finds the best candidate for your job fast. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ziprecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free.
When President Trump and Senator John Cornyn passed the One Big Beautiful Bill, they put America and Texas first, securing our border, keeping American jobs from being sent overseas, and enacting the biggest tax cut in history. Here's what our fellow Texans are saying.
John Cornyn got us billions of dollars in funding to secure the border.
And 18,000 new immigration agents. As a Texas sheriff, I like that.
They're stopping our jobs from being sent overseas, keeping them right here in Texas.
John Cornyn has Texans' backs. He votes with President Trump 99% of the time.
Thank you, Senator Cornyn.
Thank you, President Trump and Senator Cornyn.
Thank you, John Cornyn, for standing with President Trump to make America and Texas great again.
Call Senator John Cornyn at 202-224-2934 and thank him for supporting President Trump's One Big Beautiful Bill. Tell him to keep fighting for Texas. Paid for by One Nation. www.onenationamerica.org.
You need equipment over at your ranch to get the job done. You need to visit with JP and Jeff at Amigo Power Equipment. Get the awesome Kubota equipment, versatile Kubota equipment today, like the Kubota Sidekick vehicles and the Z Series mowers, spinning around, getting the job done at your palatial estate or your acreage. At Amigo Power Equipment, you'll find the reliable, dependable, long-lasting, rugged, tough Kubota equipment like the Kubota L Series compact tractor, which is the number one selling compact tractor in the country. So stop by Amigo Power Equipment and visit with JP and Jeff today and find out about the great deals. For example, at Amigo Power in Edinburgh, JP and Jeff will connect you with select L2502 series, those tractors, for as low as $21,999 or $325 per month. Again, at Amigo Power, select L2502 series, the Kubota tractors, as low as $21,999 or $325 per month, now through September 30th. So you can go to KubotaUSA.com and get lots of details on this, or just visit with JP and Jeff today at Amigo Power Equipment in Edinburgh on Monte Cristo.
Audio streaming on KURV.com. Powered by South Texas Buick GMC, McAllen Mission.
I'm Dom Savino with your Money Now. President Trump has signed an executive order finalizing the trade deal with Japan. The headline is what we expected, 15% baseline tariffs on most Japanese goods, including cars. As part of the deal, Japan also agreed to invest more than $500 million in projects selected by the U.S. government and ramp up purchases of American crops like corn and soybeans. BMW is looking to keep pace with competitors as the German car maker struggles, just like others in Europe. It's taking the fight to Tesla and Chinese rivals, unveiling the first in a fleet of software-controlled electric SUVs. It's one of more than 40 new and updated cars that BMW wants to push out in the next 2 years. Just a couple of minutes away from the release of the August jobs report, Wall Street investors are hoping for better news than the government data released earlier this week. It showed more unemployed Americans than open jobs for the first time since the pandemic. That's your Money Now.
Rules that would have required airlines to compensate you in the event of a delay. Yeah, that idea has been scrapped by the Trump administration.
Unveiled in the final months of the Biden administration, the plan would have required airlines to pay passengers up to $300 cash for 3-hour flight delays and up to $700 for longer delays. The DOT now says it is dropping the proposal consistent with department and administration priorities. The DOT may also walk back plans that would have required airlines to disclose all service fees alongside their airfares. I'm Rory O'Neill.
And producer Freddie knows exactly what to buy me for Christmas now. Lego has unveiled its most expensive set ever. It's the Lego Star Wars Death Star Ultimate Collector Series. And it's only $1,000, so Freddie said he'll buy me 2. Valley's Morning News on News Talk 710 KURV. AccuWeather says highs for today should be triple digits plus 103, 104 for today. Right now, it's 79 degrees across South Texas. This is the Valley's Morning News for a Friday. Mom went on vacation. Movie mom, now, Minnow. Again, she didn't take us with her. But she provided a babysitter. We'll talk about a spooky movie at the box office this weekend, The Conjuring. Movie reviews in about 4 minutes on the Valley's Morning News. Happy Friday.
Improve your overall health and enjoy a better quality of life with Dr. T's Primary Care. You're trying to set some new weight goals. If you're too moody or stressed out or just tired and trying to get more sleep, Dr. T's Primary Care can help you with all of that and more. If you're worried about things like low testosterone, Dr. T is a primary care provider from the sniffles to the flu and also offer menopause treatment, peptide treatment, and IV vitamin infusions. McAllen area call 956-803-0058 and in Harlingen 956-368-5247. That's drt'sprimarycare.com.
Back to school season is here, and at Zen Asian Bistro in McAllen, we're giving you more reasons to smile through homework, carpools, and busy nights. Right now at Zen, every Monday through Thursday, all day long, kids 10 and under eat free with the purchase of an adult entree at regular price. That means you can treat yourself to fresh, made-to-order sushi rolls, delicious Chinese food, crispy tempura, or mouth-watering noodle bowls, all while the kids dig into their favorites. Now, we all love kids, but this one's just for the 10 and under crowd. And remember, you can get as many free kids meals as you want with the purchase of an adult entree at regular price. 2 kids, 2 paying adults. 3 kids, you'll need 3 adults. Simple as that. Zen Asian Bistro is here for you. No dishes, no grocery run, no what's for dinner debate. Just you, the family, and plates of fresh Zen Asian Bistro flavors brought right to your table. So celebrate a great report card, reward a week of perfect attendance, or just take a break from cooking and let Zen Asian Bistro be your family's weeknight win. We'll see you this week at Zen Asian Bistro in McAllen.
Let's go! You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
News and weather information at your fingertips.
Just follow these easy steps.
Log on to KURV.com. KURV.com. News Talk 710 KURV.
Happy Friday. It is September 5th, 2025. This is the Valley's Morning News. I'm Sergio Sanchez, along with the show producer, Fred Cruz. And we got AccuWeather meteorologist Jason Caterina, who says hot, hot, hot today, triple digits today, triple digits tomorrow. But look to Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. We got a pretty good chance of rain in the area. News on 710 KURV, a service of Jay Gonzalez Injury Attorneys, ready to fight for you. Call 1-800-CAR-CRASH.
Fox News, I'm CJ Papa. The Army extends orders for the D.C. National Guard through November 30th. While that was taking place, a top official in the district files a lawsuit against Trump administration, calling the use of the Guard dangerous and harmful to the district and its residents.
D.C.'s AG Brian Schwab said yesterday about this lawsuit. He wrote, "No American city should have the U.S. military, particularly out-of-state military, who are not accountable to the residents and untrained in local law enforcement policing its streets. It's D.C. today, but could be any other city tomorrow. We filed this action to put an end to this illegal federal overreach."
Fox's Alexandria Hoff of the White House, President Trump could cut the order short or extend it. UK Prime Minister Angela Rayner resigns after ethics inquiry into underpayment of tax on home purchase. Her boss, the Prime Minister Keir Starmer, called it the right decision. America's listening to Fox News.
This is the Valley's Morning News on News Talk 710 KURV. Every Friday at this time, we speak with movie mom Nell Minnow, but she gave us a babysitter this go-around, and Lisa Mandel with Rotten Tomatoes. Go ahead, Freddie. Do you actually go see scary movies like The Conjuring that's out this weekend? Mom doesn't.
I do.
She doesn't.
My husband won't go with me to see
Uh-huh.
them. They give him nightmares, and I've run out of friends who will go with me to see them. So, I have to go alone to most of those. And it's kind of scary. If it's a really good scary movie, this is how I judge it. Am I afraid to walk to my car after I see it from the theater to my car?
You don't have to see the late night 10:30 showing. You could go when it's daylight to go review this.
I got to go when they show them to me.
Okay.
They give us little screenings ahead of
Look,
time.
that's not my cup of tea, but I know there might be some people out there who like scary movies. So The Conjuring, what is it? Did you like it? Do you think people that like scary movies would like it?
Oh, yeah. The Conjuring is one of many scary movies. Have you noticed how well scary movies have been doing lately? I don't know what it is about the public zeitgeist. I don't know what it is in there, but we like to be scared.
Yeah.
And this is possibly the last in the Conjuring series. It's a series of films all about true life paranormal investigators, Lorraine and Ed Warren, and they're played by Vera Farmiga and Patrick Wilson, who are very popular actors. And this has just skyrocketed their careers. Now, this one is called The Conjuring Last Rites. It's number 4 in the series, and Last Rites seems to indicate that this might wrap up the franchise a little bit.
I don't think so. If they make $200 million on this thing, there'll be another one, Back from the Dead or Back from the Grave, something like that. I know there's another one in the future if they make money. So is it a good one by these standards?
This is one of the better ones in the franchise. Okay. I think this is the best in the franchise, and it's basically stays within the franchise theme, which is this couple goes to investigate paranormal disturbances in different homes, and they try to exorcise the evil there. And so this one, though, is a lot more personal. It's a lot more about them, their relationship, and family. This one focuses on family. So dare I say it's a little bit warmer and more emotional. There's a lot more at stake in this one than there are in some of the other ones. The interesting thing about this franchise is this might be the last one, but this franchise has actually had spin-offs. So you've got Annabelle, which there are several movies, The Nun, which there are several movies, and The Curse of La Llorona, also a spin-off, which is, super popular. People are liking it. It's not something I'd particularly pick to go to see, but if you like horror movies.
Hamilton, from the play to the screen, anything lost or you recommend it, or what do you say on Hamilton at the movie theater?
Well, this is fun because this is a movie that is a movie of the play. They actually filmed the musical on stage, which viewers need to go see. It's the original Broadway production, and it won so many awards, and it tells a story of Alexander Hamilton, the first Secretary of the Treasury, which you think, what? That doesn't sound very interesting, but boy, is it moving. And it's the 10-year anniversary of it. And the music in it, it's from Lin-Manuel Miranda, who started a whole movement. I mean, this guy is so talented and so creative. This is quite amazing. So I say, even if you hate musicals, and I think you'll be really impressed by this. The music is just so stirring and so original. And I'd say if you only see one musical in your entire life, this is the one you should see.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, okay. Now you piqued my interest on that one. Light of the World, cartoon for kids, right? Christian film. You went to see that one?
Yeah, this is an animated version of Christ's ministry from the beginning through the crucifixion, and it's told through the eyes of the Apostle John.
Ooh, nice.
And yeah, I haven't seen it because usually these kinds of films, they don't have a big budget, so they can't show it. They don't have the money to show it in advance to critics. But that really doesn't matter. That's not what's going to inspire people to see it or not. If you want your kids to be inspired and have a spiritual experience, it talks to them at their level. Yeah. And I think that's the important thing about this film. I mean, you can compare animation forms and all that, but that's not what this is about. And people who have seen it say it's a nice addition to the Christian cinematic universe. And so it's a good, warm thing that you can take your kids to and not have to worry about them getting any bizarre, curious messages.
You can't screw that one. It's a pretty straight gospel story. They're not going to be breaking into Broadway song or chase scenes or something like that.
No.
Very well. Thank you, Lisa, from athomeinhollywood.com. I said it right?
You got it.
Athomeinhollywood.com is critic Lisa Mandel. You'll find some of her work as well at Rotten Tomatoes. Be well, friend. The Valley's Morning News on News Talk 710 KURV. Big thanks to the gang at Chamberlain Roofing and Waterproofing for their support. And you should call them. Call Chamberlain Roofing and Waterproofing with 125 plus years of experience. They know what they're talking about. They know the materials that will be superior, long lasting. Make sure you get a commercial roofing system that will last you years upon years and years. And the maintenance, the upkeep, the inspection from time to time that you will need with that roofing system to make sure everything is okay. There's no weak spots. And make sure that you stay in production. Stay on schedule, and more important, your clients, because some of y'all are about to erect some commercial sites out there and try to lease that. Get the superior workmanship, materials, waterproof that commercial roofing system of yours. Lasts a long time, get the regular maintenance and the valued warranties that you need. Cutting-edge roof installation technology, repair technology, Chamberlain Roofing and Waterproofing, and advanced waterproofing solutions. Hey, look at that. It's in the name. Chamberlain Roofing and Waterproofing, precisely what you need for your new commercial project. And if you got buildings all over the area, get those checked for free. Start that conversation with Chamberlain. Call 956-655-6178.
Got a meeting? A party? A hungry crowd? Yeah, you could go with the usual, the same old tired trays everyone expects and boring veggies, or you could do something better. Something that makes your taste buds water as soon as you hear the name, the Blue Onion. At the Blue Onion in McAllen and Weslaco, we're redefining catering. We're bringing bold, handcrafted flavors straight to your next office event or party with fresh, crisp salads made with the healthiest, best ingredients. Warm, savory wraps packed with flavor. Dip samplers with flatbread for everyone, and our signature pizzas and po' boys. Yep, they'll be talking about these delicious get-togethers long after lunch is over. And here's the best part. For every 6 orders in your catering box, you get a free Blue Onion pizza. So
Summer is heating up, and so is our local economy. From sizzling business deals to community connections, News Talk 710 KURV and the Radio Potami app are here to keep you in the know. Download the Radio Potami app to stay informed and entertained. Whether it's local market updates, summer events, or the weather, we've got you covered. Support local, stay connected, and tune in to the pulse of Rio Grande Valley business. News Talk 710 KURV and the Radio Potami app.